Hey guys, and welcome to Faithworks Designs. I'm Faith, and today I cannot wait to show you the new pattern that I have coming out. You've probably seen the videos for the step-by-steps already come out this morning, but I needed to do a little introduction video to show you guys the Aspen travel tote. Originally when I was making this, I was thinking more of a toiletry bag and kind of trying to keep all of my family stuff together when we go on a trip. But all of my testers, once they made it, they were like, Faith, this would be a really great sewing bag, or Faith, this would be a really great art bag, or, you know, they were trying to think of different ways that you could use this, and they're all right. One of my customers sent me a picture of her, she's a nail technician, so she had a bunch of stuff for her nail tech stuff all in her bag, and it all fit perfectly. So don't let travel bag scare you from this one, because it's got a lot in it. Before we get started looking at it, I wanted to let you guys know it is not a beginner-friendly bag. All of the steps to putting everything together is pretty beginner-friendly-ish, intermediate-ish. It is the very two last steps that are very difficult and might be harder for somebody that's just learning how to sew or just getting into bags. So up front, just want to let you guys know the last two steps are a doozy. If you're working on a domestic, you really want to make sure that you're not working with vinyl, at least for your first one, so that you can kind of see what your machine can handle and what your machine can't. It's literally the last two steps that's the hardest. But other than that, the rest of the bag is pretty easy to put together. So let's check her out. In the very top of the bag, I wanted to put something nice and light because it is on top of this really tall bag. And I didn't want to put a bunch of heavier stuff on the top so that the rest of your stuff in the bottom was, you know, could possibly get squished. So in the top, we put our brush panel. Again, it doesn't have to be, you know, makeup brushes and stuff like that. Get creative. A couple of my people put sewing stuff in there in their bags. So it does hold a lot. So the top, you've got your brush panel. This is going to have different measurements to be able to put different size brushes in it. You could very well do all 1 inch all the way across. You could make them bigger, smaller. It just depends on what you're going to be using this bag for. The panel that is directly underneath of your brush panel is the clear zipper compartment pouch. This one is just clear. You can open it up, open the zipper up, and then put whatever you need in there. I would probably put smaller things in there that you need to find quickly, because of the clear pouch you can kind of see where everything's at and get to it fairly quickly. Now, when we open the second zipper, we open it up to our hello wall. That's my wall of zipper tape, by the way. You open it up to the mirror panel. Now, you do not have to use a mirror for this. A lot of my customers were asking for a mirror panel because they wanted to be able to have a mirror in their bag. If you're afraid of a mirror breaking in your bag, you could always just go on Amazon. They have some of those like mirror sheets that you can buy, and then you could put it in there. You could also just use it as another clear zipper pouch. Hello, thread. Okay, now we're going to look at the bottom of the bag. That's where all the pockets are. On the very bottom of the bag, on the wall, there are 8 slip pockets. So there is tons and tons of room to be able to put your smaller stuff and just kind of put it in each of the pockets so that you can find what you need quickly. There's also a floating zipper pouch in the center. I made it floating on purpose because I wanted you to be able to, if you had something larger and you wanted to kind of slip it underneath, maybe whatever you have is too tall to stand up in the bag, you could always stick it in and then slip it underneath of the zipper pouch. There's about a good 2-inch gap between the bottom of the bag and the zipper pouch, so you could put a book in there, you could put all kinds of stuff. So you could just slip it underneath of your zipper pouch. Then you have this nice big zipper pouch. For one of mine, I did the zipper pouch with a clear material or clear vinyl with like a print, and I put it into the center, and then I just kind of used it for nail polish. Whatever you guys want to use this bag for, go for it. But there are tons and tons and tons and tons of pockets. So now we're going to talk about the back. There is one very, very long zipper pocket, and that is how we turn the bottom of the bag inside out. I was trying to make this really a lot easier on you guys because whew, it's a lot to put through there. So I made sure there's a nice big hole to turn everything outside of. It's not a very deep pocket, so it'd be great for like a passport or something like that. to put in there. Alright, so now let's talk about why this is not beginner friendly and harder to sew on domestics. This binding right here, this is the only piece of binding that you're going to have to use. I know, I tried so hard, you guys. I tried so hard to get it to where there wasn't any binding, but there was no getting around it. So you've got binding right here. You've got quite a few layers, so it can get kind of thick right there. And that's the part where a lot of my testers struggled, was putting the top layer and the bottom layer to that zipper, just because of the thickness of the material. So if you have an industrial, you should be fine. But that is why we said it wouldn't be very beginner friendly. I would hate for somebody brand new to bag making get this bag and be like, I can't do it. But as always, if you ever have any problems, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. I will always answer my questions to my patterns. Do me a favor and don't leave them on Etsy, leave them on YouTube. I get to my YouTube messages a whole lot faster than I do Etsy, because I actually get that notification on my phone. But if you have any questions, just leave them on YouTube and I will get to you. Any steps that you guys are struggling with, make sure that you leave your questions down in the comment section down below. I hope you guys love this bag, and if you do, let me know if you make it, and post pictures. I'm on Instagram at FaithWorks Designs. If you want to post pictures there or on social media on different pages, I would love to see your works. It really, like, the effort. The effort that went into this. I would love to see you guys' makes. If you buy the pattern, I would love to see your make. And the pattern is on sale, 20% off this week only. I put it on sale just kind of for the launch week. So hopefully you guys will see this video and hopefully you'll grab the pattern. And definitely make sure you tag me. I want to see them. Thanks again for joining us on FaithWorks Designs. Bye guys.